We got off to a great start this season, both collectively and on a personal level. However, when you took to the field against Flint Town United, little did you realise at the time that you wouldn't be playing a game for a number of months.
Yeah, obviously did get a great start. I was in and out of the team, but yeah, it was kind of like a shock, like the extent of my injury at the end. I did have I was feeling a little bit of pain, discomfort every now and then, but I was like stretching off, doing my pre-activation, thinking I'll just get through the game. And then against Flint, just like got pins and needles down my leg, and then obviously when I went for a scan, it's worse than I thought it would be.
And then when did you realise that it was a little bit more serious than perhaps you would have hoped for?
To be fair, went for that first scan and they said rest for 8 weeks, so I've rested for 8 weeks. And I've gone for another scan in December and they said it got worse. They said the break had got worse in my lower back and to rest for 12 weeks, and I think that's when it finally hit. Like, it's going to be another 3 months, it's going to be close to 6 months I've been out playing football.
And what was it like as a professional footballer? It's a short year anyway. What was it like knowing that you might not even make that season again?
It's frustrating, obviously it's frustrating, because it's all you know when you're a professional footballer, you just want to play football. You're missing training every day. I was literally told I couldn't do anything, couldn't go in the gym, couldn't go for runs, and I had to wear a back brace as well, and that was just not being active was the worst bit about it, but there's not much I could have really done because I just had to let it heal, rest up.
And you were still a familiar face at the New Saints. You came to games, often visible on the balcony there. What was it like looking out at the lads on the pitch and you couldn't be part of it?
It's frustrating, I'm not going to lie. The lads are there winning week in, week out, playing well, and it's just frustrating not being able to be on the pitch and be a part of it and kick a ball. And, as much as we're winning and all that, that's the good thing, but it's still very frustrating.
And it was a new thing for you at Stockport County. You were out for half a dozen games or so, yeah. But nothing of this period of time.
No, nothing this serious. I didn't know if my season was up. I kind of thought it might have been up, and I just looked to get fit for pre-season. So, yeah, it's very frustrating. It's just a waiting game, really. That's all it was. Never experienced anything like it, but I think the club helped quite a bit with the gaffer and that, saying just stay at home, spend time with your family, and just try and relax.
And how important is your family in a situation like that?
Yeah, it's massive. They're there for you all the time. It takes your mind off it. My partner and my little lad, and then yeah, it is important. But I've got to try and not take my frustrations out on them as well at the same time, because you don't want to get under each other's feet.
And obviously, for any professional footballer, things like this can happen. What sort of advice would you give to perhaps younger players who are coming into the game and then find themselves facing a lengthy injury?
Just try and keep positive, really. Try and see the light at the end of a tunnel. I know it's a bit cliche, but you want to just do what the physios, the doctors, all them tell you, and then hopefully when you get back playing, it's a massive relief, because that's what it's been for me.
And what was it like when Phil at the New Saints said to you, "Come on, Jordan, I think you're ready now to start training"?
Well, I went to see the specialist again, and he said my bone had finally healed, and that I could start doing rehab, get back in the gym, even just to get back in the gym and being able to lift weights, doing the little things, because I've not done that for 6 months. So that was a huge relief. And then as soon as I get back, put the boots on and get back on the pitch, I know you're running. Sometimes you don't want to be doing loads of just running cardio work, but it's just a relief to be back in every day and doing what you want to do, play football.
And we do have an excellent backup staff at Park Hall. Phil, who I've mentioned, Tom, of course, as well.
Yeah.
How valuable were they in the process of then getting back into training and ready to play again?
Yeah, they give me little session plans in the gym and that, and then out on the pitch, and basically just playing it by ear, monitoring how I feel. But I think my rehab's gone well. I've got back to I'm not as fit as I can be yet, but I've got getting back there quicker than I thought I would, and I feel good now. I feel good to be back up pitch. It's a massive relief as well.
And feeling good, well, that must have been how you felt last week, because you were in the squad against Newtown.
Yeah, it was probably a bit quicker than I thought. I was back training that week, in and out, and then on Friday I got the call just say, have your boots ready and shin pads, come down the game, you can be in the squad, get you 10 minutes or so on the pitch. And obviously getting back on the pitch, We was 5-0 up, 4-0 when I came on. And it was just a relief to get back on the pitch and play football again. Like a huge weight off my shoulders.
And how did it feel on a personal level when you came on the pitch in terms of the physical coping of playing a game?
I'll be a little tired, but I don't. The physical side's never been a problem to me. But it's one of them. Like it's just I've got to get myself back to being able to play 90 minutes in that. But obviously, finish this season off strong. Try and get minutes where I can, and then carry on in the off season and roll into the pre-season and in the European campaign.
Well, of course, that's what we want to look forward to. So, although no one wants to be injured, if you have to be and you are in that position, then coming back as you've done with a few games to go, building yourself up, eyes on next season, then it's looking good.
Yeah, massively. Like I think I'll be fitter than expect because this mindset now. I've just had 6 months off. I can just keep rolling through the off season and keep myself fit, and hopefully come back firing for pre-season for Champions League.
And what are your plans, your ambitions for next season?
We've just got to do better than we did last year in the Champions League, win that first tie, and then see where we can go from there. But we've got to go and win that first tie, and then hopefully be as successful as we can, and hopefully make history of it with TNS.